You are allowed as a prosecutor to cherry pick. You can just take the exculpatory evidences and throw them away and put anything looks like inculpatory. And of course you win.
That is Canadian Hassan Diab. You may certainly understand his view of justice. For decades, French authorities tried to link him to a 1980 bombing at a Paris synagogue. He was eventually extradited to France in 2014 and spent 3 years in prison, but was never charged. The French courts ultimately released him because of a lack of evidence. Last night, we revealed the great lengths a Canadian government lawyer went to starting in 2009 to ensure Diab was sent to France. Now, CBC News has learned about an unprecedented step Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister is taking in the case. David Cochrane is again breaking the developments of the story for us tonight.
Hassan Diab has found his way home, but he is still looking for answers. And now he has a powerful ally.
I have read the reports of the involvement of government officials in his extradition, and I think that this is indeed a matter which it is important to look into.
Chrystia Freeland has rarely, if ever, spoken publicly about Diab's case, but she has been raising it privately with French officials for years. Now, with the Justice Department doing an internal review of the case, a government official says Freeland, the Foreign Affairs Minister, will be keeping a close eye on its findings, even though it's not her department. The minister is personally very seized with ensuring that Mr. Diab receives the answers he deserves from the government about their role in his ordeal. It's pretty clear that what happened to Hassan Diab never should have happened in the first place. CBC News obtained a confidential memo that revealed the efforts Department of Justice lawyers made in 2009 to ensure Diab was extradited to France, taking steps to save the French case when it was on the brink of falling apart. As a result of those efforts, Diab spent more than 3 years in a French prison without ever facing a charge. Diab and his family have been calling for a public inquiry, not trusting an internal process. And now, after the CBC News report, Amnesty International and the BC Civil Liberties Association are doing the same. Given the revelations, it is clearly not appropriate for this to go forward as a largely internal review, carried out by the very department that may be responsible for transgressions. The rights groups are also calling for Canada to apologize to Diab and his family and compensate them for what they call a miscarriage of justice. David Cochrane, CBC News, Ottawa.